This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English. We are so glad to have you
Yes.
here. You look absolutely fantastic. We are
Even at age 350.
age 350. This whole Social Security
amazing.
thing is
Outrageous.
And what they're going to find and discover is going to be even more. That's what we know so
Yes.
far, right? All right, we try to stay away from politics because we want you to just have a great day.
We're having fun with the fact that they've found that they're
divided.
sending a check to a 350-year-old with Social Security.
No matter what side of political fence you're on, that's ridiculous.
You've got to raise an eyebrow or two about that.
And the voting record of these 350-year-olds are kind of wonderful too.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
All right, so sometimes we go, you know what? I'm tired of these criminals getting away with stuff. There is a judge in, I believe, Missouri, and he's actually come up with a great way to stop shoplifters at Walmarts there. Okay?
At the Walmarts.
So you get busted for stealing.
Okay.
Okay, let's say you're shoplifting. They bust you, take you in. He orders you have to go back on every Saturday for X amount of time and wash cars for free. Basically, where so if you stole, they go, all right, your sentence is you got to go back to Walmart in the parking lot and wash cars. So now, if people are washing cars, you know that they were shoplifters, number one. And Walmart says, you know what? We'll even provide the water and the soap and the buckets and everything. And they're actually saying it's pretty effective.
Really?
Because if you saw me out at Walmart washing cars,
like, what are you
Mitch,
doing?
you get busted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're not like sitting in front of Home Depot waiting for work. You obviously, and you know what? I think that's the kind of stuff that they need to do.
Yeah.
To curb that sort of thing, because a lot of them, they're like, well, so what? I'll get a record, but at least I got this, whatever I stole. So I like that idea.
There's got to be some sort of punishment and some sort of incentive for people when it comes to apologizing for their crimes, right?
Taking responsibility.
Yeah, taking responsibility. Sure. So I think that this is definitely one example. I mean, I don't know what else you could do. Put them as a greeter at the Walmart with a sign that said, I got busted shoplifting. It's it's something to shame them for what they've done, so people recognize, hey, you shouldn't be doing that.
And they're also, listen, they're working. They're not like sitting in a jail.
That is true.
We have to feed them and that sort of thing. And a lot of times, you make mistakes, and I understand that. And going to jail could make you a harder person.
That is true.
So I agree with it. I think more judges need to be doing things.
I think consequences and common sense definitely is something.
The
we
way
should
they're really shaming a lot of them now is like there's YouTube pages devoted to taking the cams off of the cops and whatever and putting them online, so you can see the shoplifters from Walmart, Target, everything on YouTube. I'll go down a YouTube hole all night sometimes.
And isn't there's sheriffs? I think you and I were talking about this. There's a sheriff that will go on and he'll say, all right, here's who we busted this week.
There's two specifically in Florida. Grady Judd, who's fantastic,
that's the guy.
And then we've got Wayne Ivey over in Brevard County. Grady Judd in Polk County and Wayne Ivey in Brevard.
So you don't want to be on their
No.
No.
Kid Rock had a meltdown apparently and stormed off stage because the audience wasn't clapping along to his performance. Okay, the 54-year-old controversial musician made a surprise appearance at a national bar and music venue owned by John Bon Jovi.
Yes, I know exactly what
when Rock took the stage, he was met with applause, but about a minute into a rendition of Creedence Clearwater Revival's 1969 hit Proud Mary, alongside a female vocalist, Rock began to clap his hands together, encouraged the crowd to do the same, but not many people followed along, which prompted him to blurt out into the mic, if you ain't gonna clap, we ain't gonna sing. That's how it's gonna work. Before the music picked back up again, Rock once again began clapping his hands, but people did not follow. The clapping died down, at which point he stopped and left the show.
I feel for you, Rocky. You know what? He went through a time, obviously, with this past election. He was a big proponent. Maybe he thought, like, okay, every crowd that I've been going to, people have been getting into this.
Maybe.
I'm not saying this is a political thing.
Right.
But when you're met up with, like, wait, this is different than every other crowd I've ever had, you still should not walk off stage.
No. I think sometimes people just don't get into the groove.
I don't like doing it.
Yeah, me neither.
We love it when you stick around, so no need to clap at all.